I will expose my case. Ashley is the best option to be Leon's wife, though I'm conscious that this has only 1% of chance for being the real answer. But as you may know, this is nothing but a mere theory, so it doesn't hurt to dream about this possibility. Okay, so at this point, the bets are these: Ada Wong 97%, Claire Redfield 2%, and my personal favorite, Ashley Graham 1%. My rational side tells me that Capcom is going to pick the safest option, which is Ada. I mean, fans are getting crazy whenever they see these two together, begging them to be a couple, and I can't blame them. I was one of them. But once I thought about the scenario, it doesn't make sense. First, I'm gonna try to explain why this marriage between Leon and Ada would be a total disaster, and then I'm gonna explain why Ashley is the perfect option for our non-official brother Leon. Then I'll proceed with my arguments against Claire Redfield, and since the concept art has shown this possibility as well, I would go with Sherry Birkin. But let's be honest, this would be weird. Requiem has left thousands of questions, but this one remains as the strongest. Who is Leon married to? Let's play then. So, why do I think Ada is the worst option for Leon? Allow me to be direct. She has tricked him twice. I need you to have a very open mind for this. And you know what? You may love it in a certain way. I want you to close your precious eyes and think of you as Leon Kennedy himself. You are the rookie who met this mysterious woman that goes by the name of Ada Wong and claims to be FBI. She has saved you, so it makes sense that you trust her, right? Innocence is filling your mind even though you have witnessed what hell itself looks like. You have now reached the Umbrella's laboratories, and Ada, now with a wounded leg, asks you to obtain a sample of the G virus to have a strong evidence against this corporation and bring them to justice. Then she kisses you. A strong bond has been built between the two of you. There you go, risking your life to get this sample, and then you meet a female scientist who tells you that this woman you're trusting in is not FBI. She is a mercenary who's been working for someone that wants the virus at all costs. Of course, you don't believe her yet. The doubt is growing very fast. After that, you reunite with her, and then the truth comes out to light. She is indeed a mercenary who came to Raccoon City just because of the G virus. She points you with a gun but decides to let you live. Then, Ada receives a bullet from this scientist. The whole place is coming down while you grab Ada to save her. But you can't. She falls down to her death. Now open your eyes. Ada Wong tricked Leon Kennedy, the naive rookie who trusted and even wanted to save her, though she basically was working for a bioterrorist person. I know that she assists Leon by giving him a rocket launcher to defeat Mr. X, but then again, the image of Ada wanting to give this virus to someone else just for money after all she witnessed what this was capable of is now planted in Leon's mind. To him, she is a criminal, a very beautiful indeed, but a criminal at the end of the day. This could even be considered as a betrayal. Just ask yourself this: are you really going to love a woman who has fooled you? Will you be capable to love her? If your answer is yes, okay. Now let's go to Resident Evil 4. You are no longer a rookie. You have the look of experience now, with the coolest sense of humor.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Though it is visible that you have developed a trauma from Raccoon City. You are sent to rescue the president's daughter, Ashley Graham. In your way, you have an encounter with Ada Wong once again, though you don't seem surprised. In fact, It looks like you've been expecting this to happen. After a little talk, you continue your mission. But the question comes to your mind, why is she here for? When you arrive to the isle, the symptoms of the parasite inside of you are getting worse. Lewis mentioned that there's a way to destroy this thing in his laboratory, but he gets killed by Krauser, your old mentor. Lewis then gives you the key and passes away. You decide to call Ada, who tells you where this laboratory is, and after a while you find it and get rid of this parasite. Ada is not so bad after all, huh? But then, after you have defeated Sadler and saved her, and getting a sample from Las Plagas to destroy it, Ada, once again, she's working for someone very dangerous, and again, she tricked Leon to fulfill her mission. At this point, Leon witnesses that Ada hasn't changed one bit. Remember this scene on the boat? He asks her if she changed, if Raccoon City changed her somehow. No answer is coming from her but a question. This can have so many interpretations. Then, there's the fact that she leaves with the sample. We already know that she decided to do the right thing thanks to Lewis's memory. Ada changed for good this time. But Leon isn't there to know it. He saw something very different. But who knows? Maybe Capcom has something else to show. Make no mistake, I don't hate Ada. In fact, I think of her as the most interesting character in the franchise. Her development in the remakes made an impact on the story. She, in her own way, seek for redemption at the end of RE4. Ada Wong will always remain a mystery to all the players. I hope we get to see more of her. She still has something else to show, and I think we all agree to this. Once in Valdelobos village, Leon makes his way through the nightmarish scenes to reach the church where Ashley has been kept. At first, it's clear that she seems kinda paranoid attacking Leon, but once he speaks to her, the calm finally comes in order to escape from that place. In our way, you can see them interacting and even making jokes about certain situations. Both are useful to each other. We have seen hundreds of times how Leon uses his famous one-liners with other characters, but they treat him like a fool or just ignore these dad jokes of him. Did you notice this in Ashley? Although you may think of her as a simple NPC, she's more than that. In fact, I would dare to say that Ashley has like the same behavior that Leon's. I'd like to put this dialogue as an example.
You know, I was thinking, we work well together, don't we?
I guess so.
Right? Maybe someday I'll become an agent like you. What do you think? We could protect the US from any and all threats.
Is that right? Well, either way, first we have to make it out of here.
You're no fun.
It's obvious that she's kidding with the idea of being a super agent like Leon, but all she's trying to do is to set their minds on other things and to relax a little bit. Like this other dialogue, for example.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Little old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
All this has a purpose, as I said, to keep their minds occupied with silly stuff, just like Leon does with his jokes.
Have a seat.
Got it.
Ashley.
No prob. So, you do a lot of missions like this?
Well, yeah. But I'm not used to having such good company.
Is that a compliment?
Take it however you want.
I would like to mention this. Ashley saved Leon's life. Only God knows how she was able to carry his body to the chair in Lewis's laboratory. And not only that, but she also eliminated the parasite inside Leon's body. Yes, I know Ada saved him in Resident Evil 2 with that rocket launcher, but Ashley just feels different. To me, she would be the perfect wife for Leon. Ashley was to him his redemption. Allow me to explain myself. Right in the beginning of the game, you hear him saying how he feels guilt for Raccoon City's events. He couldn't save anyone, and he has Marvin Brannax's picture inside his mind. All of this becomes a powerful confession after this dialogue. This time it has to be different. And we hear the exact same words when he's giving all of himself to reach the laboratory. Once he saves Ashley, he smiles and faints out. That was genuine. He felt relieved, like making amends with his past. Ashley is that hope for him, his way of redemption. And as you have seen, Ashley was willing to do anything to protect Leon. I mean, come on. She kills a regenerator for him, and if that's not love, I don't know what it is. Claire Redfield is to me the most underrated character, and not by the fans, by Capcom itself. But that's for another video. Here I would like to focus in Resident Evil The Infinite Darkness, and I think you may know where this is going to. We see her trying desperately to find evidence against the US government. In the end, Leon has the chip with the evidence mentioned before, but he didn't give it to her. You can see Claire's frustration, but also disappointment. She saw in Leon a friend who she could trust in, but this is a clear proof that their friendship fractured. A lot of people tend to think that they are still friends, and they are, but it's not the same relationship like in the past. In Dead Island, this can be seen. She doesn't hate him, but you clearly see how little interaction they had. Leon was protecting her with this. She was going to be in so much danger for that chip. Let me tell you something. Leon is the kind of man that says, I'm gonna protect my beloved ones, even if they hate me for it. Yes, Claire doesn't hate him, but she was disappointed. She risked everything to get that info, and Leon only wishes to protect the president, and of course, his family, including Ashley. But also, he is protecting Claire. Now, let's go with Sherry. I only mention her in this video due to the ring she has. One may think that Sherry is the one because of this. But let's be honest, guys, it would be pretty weird. Leon met Sherry when she was a little girl. I know that she is 40 in Requiem, but still, it doesn't feel right. Some people's argument is that Sherry uses a Japanese term when talking to Leon, but they know each other from years. They can be seen as family, but not in that way. To many players, they are more like father and daughter. I see them more as a big brother and little sister relationship, but not as a couple. Sherry sees in Leon a true hero, a protector, not a husband. I haven't mentioned other characters like Helena or Hunnigan because they don't seem to like Leon in a romantic way. They are more like loyal partners, or at least that's the image I have from them. But who knows? Maybe it is one of them. After all I have said, I still think that Ada is going to be the one. Almost everyone is asking for it, begging for it. She has a big advantage. But dreams are free. To me, Ashley is the one. She is my chosen one. Also, have this in mind too. Ada's been working for dangerous people, and I am sure she has tricked some of them. She could be in danger, and maybe that would be a good reason to be with Leon. more than an excuse. Who knows? Only time will tell. Make your bets, people. This is gonna be fire, and I am sure of it. I wish you all the best. Raven out.
Yeah, I found it. I think it says we can get out if we go this way. Hey, we're a team, right?
Keep this up, I'll be out of a job.